What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and this is gonna be high skill ranked pub game commentary. This is the first game. Yeah, this is the first game from the first page, and there are some people that many of you may recognize. Hani playing on the Viper. Hani is a pro player from Team Fnatic. And there is on the Templar Assassin is at Waga Gaming, which is Waga Mama. He's a streamer on Twitch, so you may recognize these two players. Just wanted to mention that real quick. If you are wondering, are they the real ones or not? Just wanted to mention that. So, very obvious. TA going to the mid lane. Omni Knight support. I don't know about Bristleback. Sven is gonna be the safe lane carry, the safe lane farmer, I mean, supported by Omni Knight, of course. It's probably jungling Nature's Prophet and offlane Spirit Breaker. Yes, he does have an Observer Ward. So on the Dire team, we have Lifestealer, safe lane. Wraith King is gonna be. He has a smoke. So this is a support slash roaming roaming Wraith King. It's not exactly a jungling Wraith King. You can do some jungling, I guess, if you get your lifesteal aura, but when you play support Wraith King, many people get stun and stats, because that's all you need. We'll see what this guy does. If you play support, just support. Shadow Shaman is gonna be the second support. The Dire team does not have a jungler, they have two supports instead. So this should be a better early game for them, because two supports roaming around is better than having a jungler. On the mid lane, Viper against the TA is really good, because you can burn the refraction charges really fast. There is Bristleback offlane. So Bristleback is really strong on the offlane, and especially when there are two melee heroes, both the carry and the support. We will see what they can do, but I don't think this is gonna be one of those hard lanes for Bristleback that he gets hardly zoned out, not being able to get any last hit and just a bit of farm. Because one thing is to get zoned out and not being able to last hit, but get free experience the whole time, and then it's completely different if you get zoned out and you're not able to get even experience. And to zone you out completely, to not even get experience, they need to do a tri-lane with this, I mean for that. And right now this is exactly what they are doing. Spirit Breaker, first creep wave is already dead. He doesn't have a single point of experience, 0 experience. He has charge on level 1. Maybe if he sees a good opportunity, he could charge the Viper mid or something. Or maybe you can use the charge to escape, because when you are getting chased, when you're getting killed by this. Okay, this is initiation with shackles followed by the stun, and he just charges. This is what I was talking about. He just charges the mid lane, and then he's free to run, just running away, escaping. Meanwhile, Lifestealer level 3. Lifestealer is getting so far. Oh, this is the second shackles and then Wraith King stun, and he charges again. There is a haste rune top, so the second charge, they on 6.82 they reduced the charge. So this is 12 seconds after you stun someone with the charge, right? Not after you use it, after you stun. And then, okay, there is a hasted Wraith King with a clarity potion. He's behind the TA. TA probably knows about the haste rune, because Radiant team has a ward right here, so they should have seen Wraith King picking up the haste. And even if they go, he doesn't have melt yet. He will skill it now on level 4. Yes, indeed. But they need a dust. If you wanna kill a TA, you definitely need a dust, or maybe a sentry ward. And they smoked. Okay, they smoked. Now this is not the best timing for a gank, because TA is gonna stay here anyway, and now he can just run to the right side, because when this lane is pushing, you know TA is gonna stay back and wait for the creeps. So that was not the best timing for a smoke. Now Spirit Breaker, still level 1, charging the bottom lane. There is a Nature's Prophet tipping in, so this is 4v1. What the hell? Okay, the first blood. The first blood goes to the Omni Knight support. I like it when supports get first bloods, because they can invest, they can buy boots. And I have said many times when I played support in my gameplays that if you are a support and you have boots, and the enemy's offlaner doesn't have boots yet, in this case Bristleback does have boots, but if you get your boots on the support before the enemy's offlaner, you're faster than him and you have movement speed advantage. That means you should be able to harass him more, should be able to hit him more than him. It makes sense, right? You hit him more than he hits you. There are wards here for both sides on the same spot. For the Dire team, I agree to have a ward here, but for the Radiant, this is very defensive ward. There is nobody going there. Or maybe if the Omni Knight is pulling the creeps and then chain pulling the camp. Oh, Viper. Viper is getting charged, but I don't think they can kill him. Spirit Breaker taking a lot of damage from the tower. He will die here for sure. Because Viper is maxing the poison attack. Poison attack level 3. And then you have the Viper strike now, level 6. And TA is level 5 already. This is because of the kill. When Spirit Breaker died, Viper got experience, a lot of experience. And looks like Viper just bought the Blades of Attack, and that means he will go for Phase Boots, and he also bought Observer Wards. This is interesting. There is nothing wrong, by the way. Observer Wards not only have to be purchased by supports. There is nothing wrong with the mid laner buying Observer Wards. If he is really afraid of getting ganked, you can buy your own Observer Wards and place them and be safe. Now Spirit Breaker charging very aggressively. Nature's Prophet is gonna die as well for sure. Bristleback has mana for one more Quill Spray, or maybe even two more. Okay, there we go. This is another try to kill the Bristleback, but this time it turned against them. This is a very good reaction TP by Wraith King. The first time they killed Bristleback, they were 4 people and Bristleback was here. But now if you try to dive him under the tower, this can turn against you. So far, it's 3 kills for the Dire team. 3 kills for Dire, 1 kill for Radiant. Lifestealer on the top lane, completely free farming. Spirit Breaker is just not being there much. He's level 2 at 6 minutes, so he's getting pretty, you know, not having the best game of his life. Now he has to charge away, and maybe it was not needed. Omni Knight was tipping in. It's okay, just better safe, right? Better safe than sorry. So Lifestealer is completely free farming with Midas. So this Lifestealer is gonna have a great game. You have to charge. Yes, he made it. Wait. Oh, he bashes the neutrals. Okay.
Top tower is under attack.
Very long time ago, like 1 year ago, when I was playing Dota 1, and in Dota 1 there is a YouTube channel that uploads fails, something like fails of the week in Dota 2. It's similar to that in Dota 1. I think I saw many times a Spirit Breaker dying to neutrals when he's charging. That's because in Dota 1 you cannot bash neutrals unless they changed that recently. So the Spirit Breaker, low HP, charging somewhere to escape, runs through the neutrals and he gets killed by them. I mean Ancients. I said many times neutrals, Ancients. These are Ancients. So he gets killed, but in Dota 2 you just bash them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Or at least you bash the golems. I don't know about if you bash every single unit. Like, there are some differences that I still remember from
Dire's
Dota
top
1,
tower
and then
is under attack.
I still haven't learned that this is a difference. This is different in Dota 2. This happens to many players who play Dota 1 because you know this is how it works. You know something works on that way, and then in Dota 2 is a bit different, and then you still didn't know that. Yeah, it's okay. So, we have another movement by the Dire supports. We have invisibility rune picked up by... he revealed himself attacking the courier. Okay, hexing. Now shackles on the Omni Knight. He's gonna get stunned. First getting bashed, so that's level 6 Nature's Prophet, so that's the Wrath of Nature. And even the TA tipping here. Did he TP or he just walked here? No, he TP'd. Okay. So TA tipping to the bottom lane, definitely worth.
Dire's bottom
Definitely
tower
worth a
is under
TP.
attack.
And this turns the game. Now, instead of advantage for the Dire team, we have 1 kill advantage for Radiant.
Dire's structures
But
are fortified.
on the other side, Lifestealer is still completely free farming. He has 61 last hits with Midas, Phase Boots, and Spirit Breaker. He's charging the Viper.
Radiant's
I'm
top
not
tower
sure if
is
they
under
can do
attack.
stuff. He has to cancel. Yeah, Viper was going aggressive already.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So, we have Power Treads and Ring of Health on the Bristleback. Got Bounty Rune bottled for Viper. On the top rune there is double damage bottled for TA that he just used it to kill these Ancients. Now Lifestealer is back. Lifestealer is afraid of something right now. There is Nature's Prophet missing off the map. And nobody else. Nobody is really missing on the map. Anyway, he goes back to farming, don't worry. I was checking the items. The Bristleback has Ring of Health. The new item, the Crimson Guard. Crimson Guard. This item became really popular on Bristleback. You need a Vanguard, Buckler, and then the recipe. So this guy could do it. You know, this guy is probably gonna do it. Now we have aggressive here. Nature's Prophet tipping from behind. That's a TP on... Oh, Wraith King died. Wraith King is level 5, so no ultimate yet. No reincarnation. So he just dies. So that's 1 kill on Omni Knight. Omni Knight just spawned Wraith King. And then that's it. No more action. Oh, Lifestealer is moving. Lifestealer destroyed a tower. That's the top tier 1 tower. And now Lifestealer 1.6k gold plus the Midas and Phase Boots. So far, he's getting so much farm. Now, TA, we have drums. Drum of Endurance. And Phase Boots, of course, having the bottle here, gonna grab the 12 minutes rune. Let's see what he gets. It's a bounty rune, and we have Honey on the Viper getting bottle rune. I mean, bottle rune? Yes, he's bottling the rune, which is an invisibility rune. I'm sorry about those mistakes. So, TA, drums, Phase Boots. This is something typical on the TA. Phase Boots, drums is pretty high movement speed build. That's the race car. And I think he does need this movement speed because he's already getting slowed by the poison attack. Now using the drum charge to go aggressive. There is the ultimate. Very nice repel by Omni Knight. That's gonna block the Viper damage from the ultimate. Omni Knight ultimate used here, but Bristleback goes down anyway because you can damage him with magic. Um, you cannot kill him with auto attacks. Now this is 1 kill for TA. That's a nice timing for the infest, but he dies anyway. And now Viper, he needs 1 or 2 more auto attacks. There we go, Wraith King is finally level 6, that reincarnation. Now Sven diving the tier 1 tower just to try to kill that. Did he killed Bristleback at the end, so that's, I guess it's worth it. Now Spirit Breaker going aggressive again. Good thing they have Repel, so the Repel removes the slow and poison attack. I mean, when you repel someone, Viper has to auto attack him normally. There is no poison attack. It doesn't go through magic immunity. The Viper is level 11 and he has a bracer, face boots, buckler. So because of the buckler, I guess he's gonna get a mechanism, and a mechanism is very good on Viper. He has the Ring of Aquila. It's really good farm actually. The first 2 guys with farm on the map are Lifestealer and Viper, both from the Dire team. Well, Viper has only 1 last hit more than Sven, and now Sven is just free farming bottom. He went for the armlet, so power threads, armlet. I like the armlet. To be honest with you, I like the armlet on Sven, but in this game I am not sure. Because toggling the armlet, when you're about to die, you know, toggling, turning off and then turning on the armlet again to just try to survive. Toggling the armlet against heroes that have damage over time abilities, just like the poison attack, or if you hit Viper once, you get corrosive skin on yourself. So unless the Omni Knight repels Sven all the time, when he has damage over time, it's a lot harder to toggle the armlet, because as soon as you turn it off, you're probably gonna die before the armlet gets you HP. I mean, before you get HP from the armlet. You know, you understand what I mean, right? It's harder to toggle when you have damage over time on yourself. Like the poison attack, or maybe even the ultimate, the Viper Strike. So I think in this game, Omni Knight with his repels should definitely prioritize the Sven. On top of that, Sven is gonna be able to do so much, like the ultimate, Warcry, stun, and go hit people. Activate armlet and go hit people. So if he has repel, there is no Wraith King stun, there is no Viper poison attack and ultimate to slow the movement speed down. There is no Shadow Shaman, disable any kind of hex or shackles. So the repel should go on Sven, I think. Now it's okay if you cast it on yourself or somebody else. It doesn't have to be like that every single time. And that was a huge fight for them. That's a double kill for Sven. And Omni Knight gets 1 kill for himself as well. I like it really much when supports get kills, because they can invest into support items. You know, when support gets a kill, what is he gonna buy? Observer wards, or maybe sentry wards if they are needed, right? And when a carry gets a kill, well, that's cool. He's gonna be able to get his items faster, but you know, the carry or any core position hero, the mid laner, the carry, the off laner, they are the ones who farm the map the whole game. So if they farm the map the whole game, they can get gold very easily. So when the kills go to the supports, I really like that. I'm not saying that when you play support you have to kill steal, I'm not saying that. Or when you play carry you have to let them have the kills every single time. I don't mean to say that. Don't, you know, when you play carry you don't have to let them have the kills every time. but it just happens, and when it just happens, it's okay, it's perfectly
Dire's
fine.
bottom tower is
Because
under attack.
especially in the lower skill games, people think that supports should always buy observer wards and every supportive items. And people also think that carries should have every single kill. Like, I have seen people raging actually, because when you gank on the first blood, when you get the first blood on the safe lane, I have seen people who play the safe lane farming carry, and I have seen them rage because the support didn't let them have the first blood.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's not always like that, okay?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's not always the supports who have to buy every single supportive items in the game. This is a perfect example. At 5 minutes into the game, if you guys remember, the Viper bought his own observer wards, and there is nothing wrong with that, right? The supports are not gonna flame him. They are gonna say thank you, because they can finally invest into some item that will help them survive, because the supports are really squishy heroes. And now Wraith King, he has his ultimate under the tier 1 tower, he will die for a second time for sure. There is the Nature's Prophet, the Omni Knight ultimate as well. Sven dropping a lot of HP. They have Aegis because they killed Roche. Who took the Aegis? The Aegis on the TA, but TA is not even gonna die. Now Sven has to be careful. He doesn't have the corrosive skin anymore. Viper going under the tier 2 tower. Crimson Guard actually. I didn't see that before. He just got it from the courier. One
Dire's
hero
middle tower is under
to rule them all.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Da? One hero to rule them all. Da? Fucking Omni Knight.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
Omni
tower
Knight is
has
actually a
fallen.
very
Dire's
good
top
counter in
tower
this
is
game.
under
A
attack.
very good pick. Very good counter pick. And this is true as well. Omni is probably the best teammate a TA could have. And
Dire's
also,
top tower is under
it's
attack.
the best
Dire's top
teammate
tower
that Sven
has
could
fallen.
have. For both Sven and TA, I think Omni Knight is very good. Because if you repel the Sven, he doesn't have to buy a BKB. And BKB is really needed. Because magic immunity is really needed on Sven. So
Dire's
if
top
you
tower
repel
is
him,
under attack.
he's just gonna go with the ultimate and auto attack you and just kill everybody.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Lifestealer is still the highest hero on the map with last hits. The highest last hits.
Dire's top
On the
tower
map.
is under attack.
He bought Diffusal Blade. This is very smart.
Dire's structures
You
are
don't
fortified.
usually see a Diffusal Blade on Lifestealer, but in this game he can purge the Omni Knight, repel, and even the ultimate, I think. So this is very interesting pickup on the Lifestealer.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, that's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. Sven, it's the TA who died, but he has Aegis of the Immortal. I thought it's Sven. Okay, so they will be able to defend the base here. Shadow Shaman dropping the ultimate to just try to defend. And they have 3 people dead. Wraith King is alive.
Dire's top
He
tower
goes
is
from
under
behind. Now the Omni Knight ultimate, that was definitely not needed. It's only a Wraith King. He can't kill anyone. He's just a support.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
They are getting the barracks. This is just snowballing out of control
Dire's top
on the
barracks
Radiant
has
team.
fallen.
And I said
Dire's top barracks
the
is
Dire
under
team
attack.
will have
Dire's top
advantage.
barracks has fallen.
Because when you look at the heroes, the Dire team, if you actually do successful ganks,
Radiant's middle
you
tower
will have
is
early
under
game
attack.
advantage. But on the Dire team, I saw one failed smoke on the mid lane in the early game, and then just, I don't know, Whatever. They have a dust here, so TA is gonna go down, and Sven is able to escape. Wraith King. Okay. They only lost the top barracks. Everything is possible. Never give up, never surrender. Did I just saw Daedalus? Oh. Just like Sven says, Daedalus. This is going to be absurd. Absurd. Oh, Lifestealer, you are dead. That Sprout was not the best ever, because it blocked the Sven out, but he has a Quelling Blade, so don't worry. Everything is fine. Okay, Repel. Repel on the Sven. Let's go. Wait, why is he going back? Ooh, they are gonna fight outside the base. Now this is ultimate. Omni Knight goes down there. Okay, and Nature's Prophet. This is a little bit greedy. This is how a comeback just happens. Because the TA is still in base. The Templar Assassin is still in base. So you go fight 4 versus 5. And this is how the comeback happens. Even though they lost top lane barracks, that doesn't mean much. Because from the 6.82, the comeback gold is a lot more than before. So if they actually suicide like this, like 5 more times, maybe the game will be even. Because right now, if we take a look on the graphs, we have this is between 12 and 10, so this is like 11,000 gold advantage for the Radiant team, and they have almost no, it's like a 2k experience advantage, which is not much at this point of the game. At 25 minutes, that's not much experience advantage. Now, I think they saw the Bristleback. No, they didn't. They are waiting for Roche. There is a trap on Roche by the TA to get vision and see when Roche is up. Very nice trap. Now, this is a very good observer ward here, because they can see when they are killing ancients and stuff. Now, they can see them here for sure. And they are going aggressive. Omni Knight, repel on himself. Jesus, the hate on the Viper is real. They focused him so much, but he pushed him up there. What is he gonna do up there? He can TP to the tier 2 tower, but that will be a suicidal one, so it's better to TP to the tier 3 tower. That's exactly what he did. Now Omni Knight died and he bought back immediately, going back into the action. It's okay to buy back instantly like this when the enemy team has 2, and now Shadow Shaman gonna make it 3 heroes dead. Lifestealer, Wraith King and Shadow Shaman dead. Roche is gonna be up pretty soon, so they can get the bottom lane tier 3 tower, or maybe barracks as well. Lifestealer has buyback on cooldown, so they can get barracks for sure. There is another instant buyback on Spirit Breaker, and he's probably charging in. It's on cooldown, but he will charge later. Now Omni Knight repel himself. That's really good. Otherwise, I think he would have died from the poison attack. Now Viper going back. Bristleback still pretty full HP. Viper say goodbye. Okay. I think this might be game. The crits are so big. Even though Sven died here, this is gonna be game. Lifestealer dead for 50 seconds, Viper dead for 30 seconds. So they can go for the mega creeps, or maybe they can finish the game by going for the throne. Okay, they decide to go for the mega creeps. That's completely fine. Now let's take a look at the graphs. Okay, this is already more than 15k gold advantage. This is a lot of advantage at 28 minutes into the game with 15k gold advantage. Obviously winning the game, and there is no comeback from this. Game is basically over. What am I talking about comebacks? Game is over. Even Sven bought back like that, tipping in with the Boots of Travel just to finish the throne. Game over. This is a really fast win. Really fast win for the Radiant team. This is a 30 minutes game. Really well played, I have to say. Really well played by the Radiant team. This is a pretty fast win for them. I think I said dire before, I'm sorry. Pretty fast and pretty easy, I should say, win for the Radiant team. So that's gonna be it for this game. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. It helps out a lot. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Good luck and have fun playing Dota.